Everyone, what's happening? This is Forgo, and today we're just going to start off with some action. We're going to be taking on stage 80 against Corvus with tier 3 Carnage. You see the teams that I got going on. I got Miles for the 70% increase to damage, or 70% increase to all attack from his leadership, and then I got Shuri for the 45% increased damage to supervillains. And we do have 3 ignore dodge strikers, and with the CTP of energy, that's going to give us over 80% ignore dodge. And then we got Thanos for damage to supervillains. And again, like I mentioned in the last video, you definitely want Scarlet because Carnage's fifth skill can be canceled so easily. Even if your mind control only works for 1 second, which is what's going to happen eventually over the time of the fight, it just makes all the difference in the world. And look at him, man, plowing through this stage 80. And by the way, I still have a normal ranked uniform because I can't buy the bios due to the boycott. So we still got a normal ranked uniform. And like I mentioned earlier, still got the CTP of energy. The exact same build from what y'all saw. I will show it later. But I thought we'd just start off with action today instead of starting off with the build. Do something a little bit different. Rain down the tier 3, going to the 5th skill, and boom, look at that damage. Look at that damage. Oh, I'm freaking loving him. But boy, he does take a lot of damage. I mean, and the cool thing about Corvus is, or about Carnage facing Corvus, well, not cool, but kind of the big disadvantage is because Carnage is a combat type, he's doing 50% less damage to Corvus. You know, Corvus is decreasing damage received by 50% because Carnage is a combat type. You know, speed types are the only ones that get that 100% maximum damage against Corvus, which is why they usually have a massive advantage in this. But honestly, stage 80 with a normal ranked uniform, and yeah, I mean, I have a fully awakened Power Ranger Grog set and a CTB of energy. 5-star Urus is pretty damn impressive. It is pretty freaking insane that he can do this. And like I said, having Scarlet in there really makes the difference. Okay, we're gonna get him. Ooh. Now, one thing about Carnage I do notice is his movement speed isn't as fast as you would think it would be. Honestly, you know, being a symbiote, I really would think it would be faster. I mean, this guy is supposed to be on, like, he's supposed to be faster than Spider-Man. At least that's what I thought. But I guess not, you know, I guess not. You know, Netmarvel's logic, they don't make a, like, even with Venom, it seems like their movement speed isn't quite what it should be. I mean, it's not bad, it's not terrible, but it's really just okay. It's not as good as what we'd like. I mean, Shuri is much faster. Look at the way she runs around. She's much quicker. But his damage output is freaking insane. There we go. Come on. Oh, yeah. And boom shakalaka. And this took me a couple tries. You know, not too many tries. I think like 3 tries. Which isn't bad at all. 3 tries for a stage 80. It's not bad. And we got the purple. We got to switch because Carnage will die with all those flames coming at him. He will croak super fast. I really do wish, though, I saw a lot of the comments in the last Carnage video, and some people were saying it was low stats, and I do agree. He really didn't get as high as stats as what you really would think a tier 3 would get, especially a combat type. That is kind of a bum deal. I guess, you know, at least, I mean, I don't really see what the big deal being give him HP, but look at this, guys. 1 minute 35 seconds left. Stage 80. Stage 80. Now let's go on to a real special run. So I had to do this. We had to take on Knull with Carnage. Even though Carnage is pretty much, you know, Knull's subordinate, and he's trying to do everything for Knull. We want to use him against him, you know. Really, Venom would have been more appropriate, but I don't have tier 3 Venom. Now, I am using Winter Soldier for that 30% increase to physical attack leadership. And I'm using Mystique also because all you can bring in against Knull is awakened characters or tier 3s. Which really freaking sucks, honestly. I wanted to do a run just with Carnage, but I found that over time I actually would just really lose out to time. That's really what would kill me. So I got Mystique in there to add a little bit extra damage, kind of switching back and forth a little bit. But look at his damage, guys. Seriously, look at his damage. This dude is plowing through this. And I know it's just stage 1, but it's Knull. And we all know how freaking ridiculously hard this boss is. His defenses are through the roof. His HP is through the roof. Come on now. Oof. And I'm not going to lie to any of you, I did have to play this quite a few times to be able to do this. It definitely wasn't an easy run by any means. Here we go. Now, a better built Carnage with a CTP of Rage. Oh, my lord. He'd have plowed through this. He'd have plowed through it. I mean, look at the damage he's doing right now. This is with no all defense down. This is with nothing. So this is just his raw damage. And I do plan to do a Galactus run, because that'll be another test of what he can do with just his raw damage. But honestly, this is pretty freaking impressive. Come on. Run over here. Oof, took a shot there. And something you got to be real careful about when you're facing Knull is when you hit your third skill, you got a guard hit, but that doesn't protect you worth a damn. And you can take a lot of damage. And you got that invincibility in the fifth skill. You almost might want to hit the fifth skill first before Knull hits you with his the Necro Sword, just to make sure you don't take any damage. And I'm trying to be very careful. Unfortunately, Winter Soldier's my guinea pig. He's the character I'm going to use to run around and, well, die in case we need him to die so we can keep Mystique and Carnage alive. Yo, come on. I just love how Knull stabs himself. That's freaking cool. That's freaking cool. So right here, I'm making sure I'm using Winter, and he wasn't fast enough. We didn't get to the circle. I mean, and that's another reason I really wish they would give Carnage a little bit more speed. You know, when you're in those situations, quite a few times I tried playing this with just Carnage, and he was just too slow. Now look at the damage he just did. Look at the damage he just did. That's freaking crazy. That was crazy, crazy, crazy power. Now we're going to run over here. We're going to let that purple show up. We're run over here. We're going to wait. Now I know you can get behind Knull, but I don't seem to have much luck doing that, so I'm going to do it this way. Because I have more luck keeping my characters alive. And we all have different ways of doing things. As long as we get it done, that's really all that matters. So there we go, hit the 3-5. Proc came late, we're going to switch, because we will die during that crap. And then another nice thing about switching is those, whatever you want to call them on the ground that are showing up, the little symbiotes with the purple under them, will disappear because you're canceling that skill. Here we go. Now we need to get out of there. Well, we're just going for a crit. Being a little ballsy here. Being a little ballsy. Alright. Stab yourself again, punk. So this happened to me a couple times where I'd get to this point when I just used Carnage, right? I would just use him. And to take down this about a little over 6 bars, you'll see it really depends if your proc lands early enough that he just, couldn't quite get it done. That's why I think with a Rage he'd done better. I just hit the tier 3 and I go into the 5 and boom. And we were able to do quite a bit of damage, but just not quite enough. And if I don't get this kill, then we won't get him killed and then we'll frickin' die. So I had to switch to Mystique, but look at this, guys. You know, a minute left. A minute left. I mean, Carnage is absolutely insane. So as far as his build, it's just like what it was in the last video, about 32,000 physical attack. He has 128 attack speed, 41 crit rate. This is going to be maxed out from one of his skills. He has max critical damage, max ignore defense, and max skill cooldown. He has all 5-star Urus still on him, all 5 stars in all of his slots. Could bump him up a little bit more, but there's really no need to unless I put Odin's Blessing on him. And then all of his skills are at 6, and I believe it's his, I think, 3rd skill? Yeah, his 3rd skill gives him that 35% crit rate buff, and that's when we're going to be maxing out our crit rate. And, you know, it's really nice to see what he can do against Knull, because, again, all this all defense down that he has doesn't work. It doesn't apply against Knull. You're just seeing his raw damage. And even stage 1 is really a testament to how strong Carnage really is. Dude's got some serious power. He's got a fully awakened Power Bank Rock set. And by the way, if you need to re-roll your ISOs, now is the time because there's a 50% discount going on. And he still has that CTP of energy with a 200% damage proc. And of course, a normal ranked uniform. And, you know, this uniform bonus really is awesome. And 30% chance to increase critical damage by 100%. This is another reason, you know, whenever he does crit hits, this is another reason why his raw damage. You combine this with the damage accumulation, it's just insane. It's just insane. And something to note, you know, the way that I play Carnage is I do cancel this fifth skill that has this 50% for one attack. And when I do cancel the tier 3 into the fifth skill, I am losing this 50%. So you could let this play out, but I really find that I just do a lot more damage when I cancel the tier 3. Once I jump up and shoot my rays, shoot my blood out, spit my blood, and then go into the fifth skill, I really find I just do a lot more damage, at least from all the testing I've done. So I just wanted to show you all, a couple little clears that he was able to do. I'm very, very happy with Carnage. Still loving the hell out of him, but the boycott is still strong. Unity in the community, my friends. So let me know how y'all feeling about Carnage, and I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Y'all take care and have a good one.